Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing new cozy mystery releases for 2022, and these are all either Thanksgiving cozy mysteries or ones that have a very heavy like pumpkin pie autumn theme to them that are very appropriate for the season. So let's go ahead and hop into our first cozy mystery. So our first one is called Trappings, Turkey, and Thanksgiving. So this is definitely a Thanksgiving cozy mystery. This is by Tonya Kappes, and this is a Camper and Criminals cozy mystery series. It's book 28 in the series, so you'll definitely have lots of reading material with that one. And this is coming out on November 17th, so very shortly after you'll see this video. So this cozy mystery takes place in the South, and it features our main character Mae West, who is getting ready for her wedding, and with all the holiday goodies coming up, she decides to join a local turkey trot, like running race to kind of stay in shape for her wedding. She's kind of stressed out, with all the wedding plans, trying to keep everyone happy, and unfortunately, somehow, in connection with the turkey trot race, someone is found dead, and there is a murder that has taken place. So on top of trying to keep her wedding plans straight, keep everyone happy, and to try to get along with her mother-in-law and just stay sane before her wedding, she is now trying to investigate and figure out what happened to the person that was murdered. So this one sounds really fun. I love the covers in this series. I mentioned this in my new November cozy mystery releases video, which I'll link above if you want to check it out for all the new releases and cozies that are coming out this month. This series just always has lots of holiday cozies. Like there's Valentine's Day, there's like 4th of July, there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, like sometimes multiples because it's such a big series. So definitely check it out if you really like your holiday cozy mysteries. This one has quite a few of them in it. So this next book is called Peanut Butter Panic, and this is written by Amanda Flower. This one came out much earlier in the year, however it is a Thanksgiving cozy, so I wanted to mention it in today's video. This is part of the Amish candy shop mystery, and this is book 7 of 8. I don't believe the 8th book has come out yet, but it is scheduled to be released. So this is the current book in the series. One, I love the cover. Look at the cute pig on the cover. I mean, what's not to love about that? So darling. Basically, it takes place over like Thanksgiving, and Bailey is the owner of a candy shop called Swissman Sweets, and she is providing desserts for Harvest, Ohio's first village-wide Thanksgiving celebration. The guest list is close to 700 people, both Amish and English, and the event's organizer, Margaret, is actually really unfazed by this. She's staying cool, she's keeping everything organized until she learns that her mother, who is a former judge, is going to be in attendance, and that kind of freaks her out. So unfortunately, her mother has a very harsh reputation as like a harsh critic, and she's very infamous for being a judge that has really harmed the Amish community, which is really near and dear to our main character Bailey and the event's organizer as well. So when Zara arrives that day, she also has a much younger boyfriend that everyone's surprised by, and his name is Blaze, and they actually reveal that they will be getting married very, very soon, which really shocks everybody. However, shortly after announcing this, Blaze, the boyfriend, actually has an allergic reaction to something he eats, and he just dies instantaneously on the spot. So not only is this horrible news, of course, because someone has just died in the middle of their event, but Bailey's desserts are actually the prime suspects for what caused the allergic reaction. So herself and Margaret, the daughter, the event organizer, are the prime suspects for who might have hurt Blaze. And so with such a huge number of possibilities for who could have harmed Blaze, who would have had access to the food because it's this huge community event, Bailey is just up to her ears in suspects and trying to figure out what exactly happened to Blaze, all while trying to keep it together during the busy Thanksgiving holidays. So this one sounds a little stressful. I'm already feeling bad for our main character with all that going on, but I love the cover. I think this is really cute. I actually just read my first Amanda Flower book. It was her new series that came out this year called Because I Could Not Stop for Death, which is an Emily Dickinson mystery series, and this was the debut for that mystery series, and I really, really enjoyed it overall. I will go into it more in my reading wrap-up for November, so definitely hit subscribe if you're not already, but overall I thought it was really good, so I'm definitely interested in checking out this Amish candy series now. Let me know if you've read it or any of these other ones. I always love to hear your thoughts on them. The next cozy mystery we're talking about is a harvest-themed one, and this one just sounds really, really fun. This one is called Harvest Pageant Murder, a small-town Minnesota cozy mystery. It's written by Linnea West, and this is book 9 within the series, and this will be coming out a little bit later this month on the 19th. So the small town featured in this is called Shady Lake. It's a small Minnesota town, as the title suggests, and basically the Schmidt family in Shady Lakes has been involved in this harvest pageant for years. They're really well known for that. However, this year the stakes are higher because the pageant is actually going to be televised, so the entire town really needs to be on their best behavior for everything. Unfortunately, the theater that part of the event is hosted at is having all these pranks happen to it, and the theater is actually alleged to be haunted as well by the ghost, so some people are questioning whether or not the ghost has something to do with it. Unfortunately, these pranks soon escalate and someone actually ends up being murdered. So our main character Tessa in this series ends up jumping on the case, trying to figure out what happened and trying to save the harvest pageant, and just can't come to the bottom of everything on this. I really like the cover. I think it's super cute. I haven't heard of this series before, this author. Let me know if you're familiar with them, but I wanted to include this just because the harvest pageant seemed like a very apt fit for November. This sounded like a really cute one to read this month. We have another November release. This one is coming out on November 17th, and this one has the most darling cover. This one is called Thanksgiving Dinner Death, a Juniper holiday cozy mystery. This is book 2 within the series, and it's written by Leighann Dobbs, and again, it will be coming out on the 17th of November. So our main character in this is Juniper, and she's very excited for the upcoming holiday. She's invited a lot of people to a big Thanksgiving feast, even the very annoying detective Mallard, who I guess she has some beef with, and everything is going great at the Thanksgiving feast. Everyone's having a good time, things are running smoothly, until someone ends up face down in one of the pies, which obviously causes quite a stir, and the detective who is present on the premises starts to take over, and Juniper is trying to also help and try to sleuth and try to figure out what happened to one of her dinner guests. And I love how the summary words this last bit. It says, will she manage it before the killer tries again to murder someone, or will this Thanksgiving meal be Juniper's last supper? So this one sounds very mysterious, definitely a fun new Thanksgiving cozy mystery, and a cute cover here. I love the little ghost coming out of the turkey. I think that's really, really fun, and yeah, this one just sounded like a cute one I wanted to include on this list for this video. Our next book is called A Dash of Murder. This is a Myrtle Clover cozy mystery book. It is book 19 in the series, so you definitely have a long backlist there, and it's written by Elizabeth Spann Craig, and this one actually came out in February of this year. So it is a new cozy mystery release, and this one is a little bit more general. It's not a specific Thanksgiving one, but it does take place after summer within the early fall season. There's pie on the cover, and it definitely has those autumn themes to it that I thought would be really fun for this month and this time of year. So far it's been a quiet autumn in the small town of Bradley, North Carolina. Our main character, Myrtle, has kind of described it so far as a boring one. It's very slow paced, there's a lot of summer heat that's been lingering, and it's just making everyone kind of sluggish. Unfortunately, this all changes when a local resident is poisoned by what looks like a delicious pie. The victim is a boorish man who has lots of enemies in Bradley. Unfortunately, despite the many enemies that this man has, suspicion falls heavily on Myrtle and Miles' friend, who is a botanist, and he grows the same deadly nightshade that the man was poisoned with. So the police are really looking at their friend, the botanist, because he has access to what killed the man. However, Myrtle and Miles kind of get together and try to solve this mystery to rid the suspicion that is on their friend right now. So this one sounded really cute. I love the idea of, again, another pie kind of related mystery and death, it sounds like, and this one just had a beautiful cover that really embodied the autumn vibes I was looking for this. Our next one is a pumpkin themed cozy mystery that just sounded right up the alley, and it's actually the last book within the series as well. So if you're a fan of the series, this is it. This is the last one, so definitely check it out. This one is called Pumpkin Ginger Bedlam, a cozy murder mystery. It's part of the Dolphin Bay cozy mystery series. It's book 9 within the series and the final book, and it's written by Leena Clover, and this one did come out in April 28th, 2022, so earlier this year. So this series takes place in the California coastal town of Dolphin Bay, which sounds really delightful, and essentially everything is going well in town. They are enjoying a nice autumn when the mayor, who is described as a very vicious, not like unlikable person basically is found dead within the hay bale maze, and unfortunately a lot of people aren't that sad to see this woman dead because she did have so many enemies. And for the mystery itself, there's going to be a lot of clues, a lot of red herrings, a lot of twists and everything with it, and because this is the series final, there's also going to be some resolutions to some of the ongoing plot lines. So apparently I'm not familiar with this series, but John's murder will be finally solved in this series finale, and Anna might be absolved as well. I'm not completely sure what those are hinted at because I haven't read the series, but if you are a fan of the series, it is going to wrap up all of those loose ends that have been going on throughout the series. I love the cover on this. It's very simplistic, but the colors and everything are just so visually like appealing and like light on the eyes, which I really like. I think it's really good. Let me know if you've read this series. Is it really good? Because it had some amazing reviews when I was looking at it, and I'm really intrigued now. Our last one is called Potions, Poisons, and Pumpkin Spice. This is part of the Mystic Inn mystery. It's book 7 within the series. It's written by Stephanie Damore, and this book did come out in late October on the 28th. So this book features lots of cozy autumn vibes. You have the pumpkin spice, the candles, the socks, all of that nice coziness, and basically the town is interested in winning this award for like the best fall getaway, and the Mystic Inn is a part of that because it's, you know, an integral part of their tourist attraction. And the town of Silver Lake is already a top contender for that award because they already have some really great tourism ratings, a lot of great like fall foliage, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, a journalist writes a really scathing review about Silver Lake, which jeopardizes their chances to win that award. However, the journalist is shortly after that found dead. So this leaves everyone wondering, did someone in Silver Lake actually take out their anger on the journalist and kill them because of the scathing review? Which definitely seems a bit harsh, right? So the journalist was a Mystic Inn guest, and the main character and her friends are on the case trying to figure out what happened. You know, the person themselves definitely had a lot of enemies, and then after writing that scathing review, it definitely did not help their popularity. So they're trying to figure out, did a Silver Lake residents do anything to that person, or was it someone outside of the town, and trying to figure that out. And this one just had the most delightful like cover, I thought, very autumnal. I loved the pumpkin themed and everything to that, so this one sounded like a blast. And that wraps up our video today. Just 7, like I said, it's kind of hard to find Thanksgiving specific ones, but I hope you guys enjoyed these new cozy mystery recommendations and different books that have either come out or are about to come out. So I hope you guys enjoyed these. Let me know if you read any of them and if you would recommend them. I always love to hear your thoughts. Let me know which one you are most excited for down below in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do upload videos on book content every single week, especially within the mystery, thriller, and like historical fiction genres. So if you like those, definitely hit subscribe. And my name's Amy Marie. I don't think I mentioned that, but thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!